Welcome back to our channel. We are Bitcoin Magazine live from Bitcoin Amsterdam, presented by Treasury. A stone throw away from Amsterdam at the Sugar Factory, and this is day 2. It has been a whirlwind experience just to be here for day 1, experience how full the event is, all of the people clamoring for information, trying to bring Bitcoin into the light, make it mainstream, mass adoption, and all those words that we like to use. It's happening right here in Amsterdam, and we are part of it. And one of the keywords that you've been hearing repeatedly over the few months is Bitcoin Treasuries. Why? It's very important because Bitcoin Treasuries will help mainstream adoption by bringing more people into the space and help ecosystems grow. For that to happen, we get to sit down with people who are actually making it happen, like Roy. Roy, UK-based, right here in Amsterdam. He just took a quick flight, right? Jumped over to come to Bitcoin Amsterdam. So Roy, thank you for being with us
Thank you
here
very
today.
much.
It's a pleasure to meet you. And we've been sitting down with KOLs, CEOs, founders, authors, everybody trying to push the ecosystems forward. In your case, in a nutshell, this is the elevator pitch moment. What makes your company unique?
Okay, so as you understand, a lot of the treasury companies are trading, and they kind of started following the strategy flywheel, which was great. I think when it started 2021, 22, but now when you're starting from a different base and where it's become quite a saturated market, I think that flywheel has to change. It has to evolve. And what we're doing is approaching it from a different angle, Treasury 2.0, if you will.
No, and explain that to me.
So
What's different?
So our background is very much traditional finance. I myself have been in, hedge funds for 25 years, on such as Brevin Howard, Henderson. My partner's similar. So we started our own fund management company over 11 years ago, of which we have over $1 billion, which half are in crypto, and we have our own proprietary fund internally. Now, this is quite key because what we're going to be doing with our Bitcoin is getting a yield. We're aiming for a double-digit yield on our Bitcoin, so an organic yield.
Okay.
So that's going to help grow the company without as much dilution as you've seen with a lot of the treasury companies, which is great. But the problem is you're relying on a strong share price to grow your assets, expanded MNABs. And at the moment, as we've seen in the last 3 months, that's just not been the case. So there's been a struggle to raise capital, and you've seen a real stalling process in raising capital. Well, we're going to approach from a different angle. So what we're going to be able to do is raise capital no matter what the market conditions, no matter what the share price action is. So we're not going to be a slave to our share price, as you will.
Okay. Capital, the raising of capital is the intricate part for this.
Absolutely.
And how do you approach it? For example, you're in Amsterdam right now. The Netherlands at its core are traders.
Yeah.
But the people themselves are very focused on making sure there's no mitigated losses.
Of course.
How do you convince them that, hey, give me your money and it will go well?
Sure. So the way we're going to be getting our yield, I mean, there's some proprietary stuff, so I can't elaborate too much, but we have our in-house fund, but it's not a trading fund, so there's no risk. So that was started over 4.5 years ago, and it's made money every single month since inception. It's never had a down month.
Oh, wow.
Because we have multitude of managers that come under our platform. Our parent company is a fully SCA regulated company. So we have a plethora of managers under our platform who we will see capital to on a first loss basis. And that's been incredibly successful. So for us, we want to see them grow, but at the same time, our fund continues to grow and it doesn't have down months. So what we're going to do is be able to allocate some of our Bitcoin into this platform, as well as having other avenues and mechanisms we can use to generate a yield. So we'll allocate our coins there. That will give the yield into Falconedge, which will allow us to grow organically. So that means we can take leverage on the balance sheet and service that leverage. We can create structured products as we evolve as a company to be able to get more Bitcoin without necessarily diluting by the traditional means of ATMs, follow-on offers, book builds, capital raises. I mean, we'll be able to do both, but having that financial background and that mechanism to get a yield on our Bitcoin will be a game changer.
Okay. Now, without innovation, every treasury collapses.
I think so.
How are you planning to innovate in the next 6 months?
So again, being a publicly listed company, we can't divulge too much information, and it has to be in an orderly fashion.
Yeah.
But we are working on very clever structures that will be able to. I wouldn't say like the strategy prefers or the Strive prefers, but similar along those lines. And what else we can do? We have other means where we can raise revenue for a bit. We also have a very strong core business, which is already revenue generating, profit generating. So that will be self-sustaining. So any capital we raise will not be needed to help sustain the core business. So that's one part of the business we're focused on very, very strongly. And we have a team there that are bringing in new managers for the advisory business. But secondary to that, we're able to create structures that will help us grow organically without needing to, as I say, without needing to dilute at MNAVs that are not accreted. Because that's where the innovation will come. And we are working on a lot of things in the background. And another thing we can look at is also managing, because we can get the yield, we can manage other people's Bitcoin.
Okay.
So we've been approached by several companies to, can you get us a yield through your investment, through your parent company, and we get the referral and to manage the Bitcoin, and that will be another revenue for Falconedge. So I think the revenue streams for us, they're quite extensive, which I think other treasury companies won't have the option to do.
You're creating a circular market within your own revenue stream,
Exactly.
which will provide yield and also provide revenue on the long term.
We're going to have different layers coming into Falconedge that will be revenue generating. And for us, all that matters is getting shareholder value.
That's
That's what's going to happen. And that's what we're going to be able to do.
I like it. That was a very key moment of the interview. All that matters is giving our shareholders value. Falcon is doing that, UK-based. Roy brought us a lot of information today. Obviously, in the article, we will make sure to leave a link so you can follow. It will also be here in the video. Check them out. Ask them questions. Make sure that you're comfortable depositing your faith in them, depositing your money with them. And like he said, their only concern is bringing value to their shareholders. So we are live right here from Bitcoin Amsterdam, outside of Amsterdam at the Sugar Factory for bitcoinmagazine.nl. And we will keep bringing you key opinion leaders, CEOs, founders, and people who are actually pushing the ecosystem forward. Thanks for watching. Share this video, like this video, and leave a comment. Roy,
Thank you
very much, my friend.
much.